Hi guys, big up to the yardies. Hi love bugs. Tonight we're going to do a review on The Flash Season 4 Episode 17 guys. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel, and press a like. You guys, I have missed The Flash. You guys know I love Barry and Iris. They're my favorite couple. And so let's get started. So it basically start off with Iris, Barry, Ralph, and Cisco. And they had a hologram of Becky, aka DeVoe, aka Izzy, aka he, she. And they're basically trying to get Ralph Disney to take things seriously. So they told Ralph Disney, Iris is like, this is what we want you to do. We want you to morph into Barry. So there'll be two Barry. So DeVoe won't have any idea which one it is. And so we can have the upper hand. But as usual, Ralph Disney is not taking anything seriously. And he's taking everything for a goddamn joke. And he was like, why don't I just hide my head? And Barry was like, you got to cut this out. You got to take this seriously. This is your life we're talking about. And so Iris was like, you know, we're doing this because there'll be two flashes and he's not going to know which one it is. You got to take this seriously. And he's like, I get it. But while we do some improv and Barry's getting frustrated and said, this is not a comedy. We're trying to save your life. You got to take this shit seriously. And then we go to the next scene with them walking and Ralph Davis is like, oh, we should take this show on the road to Washington or something. And Barry's like, we need to take this seriously. And Barry's just frustrated. And Iris was like, don't worry about it. We'll get it. We'll get there eventually. Cisco's frustrated. Everybody's frustrated because all he's doing is making cracking jokes and acting like a goddamn mess. Anyway, so we go to the next scene. And Barry's like, where are we with these two Mether? And Harry put his hat on. And Harry's frustrated because, okay, before that happened, Ralph Disney put some freaking fart jokes, stupid shit there, like a dumbass that he is, Ralph Disney. And so Harry put his hat on. And Harry's like, he's like, I'm frustrated. I don't know. And Cisco said maybe the hat is broken. What Harry said, no, it's not broken. It's just that, you know, one of the Meta is off the radar. He's not doing anything, so I have no idea where he is. He's not using credit card or anything. And the next Meta, I have no idea where. And then in come Breacher, and he showed up and he choked poor Cisco and put choke around Cisco's neck, and he told Cisco that he lost his power and he needs him to help his power get his power back. And you know, he's like, I said Iris. Gypsy told me how good you are at this, and I need you to help me get my power back. And so Cisco said, what, you don't really believe her, do you? And he was like, yeah, I do believe her. And Cisco basically said, you know, I miss my boo thing. I need to spend some more time with her. So he basically told Cisco, if you help me get my power back, you spend some more time with Gypsy. So Cisco tell him that he basically, he helped him get his power back, because he said, I know you got scared. So Cisco basically is going to help him get his power back. So we go to the next scene, which is the two bitches. Marlise, a.k.a. DeVoe, a.k.a. his, a.k.a. she. And she starts coughing. And Marlise is like, what's wrong with my love? And basically said this hostess body, she need a new host body, because basically this body's melting down. She need a different one. So, and Marlise is like, how long we have? And she's just over a week long. And Marlise says, no, I won't lose you. So she go to the screen, and she told her that the chair pull up, and she said she need a day or so, and cause she could actually fix it in a day or so. And she said, what is this? There's already plans and partially done. And she's like, well, I was trying to do it, a.k.a. Izzy, a.k.a. Becky, a.k.a. DeVoe. But she's like, you know, I can't do it without you, my love. And she said, well, there's two more Metas left. And she said, don't you mean three? And she's like, yes, three. I don't know what she's up to. And so then we go to this two security guard and trying to push a box. And they went inside to get some because they couldn't push a box. And then we see the new Meta came, and she basically could make things float. So she came, got the box, put her hands on it, and the box floated up, and it broke open, and she got the tiara. And we see she got a tiara. She put it on her head. You guys, I'm not sure. Here's my beef. What we need Ralph Bibney for? We don't need Ralph Bibney. Anyway, so we go on to the next scene. And then we have Cisco, Breacher, and Caitlin. And Breacher was trying to use his power. And they have a cardboard cutout of Elongated Man and Cisco. And then he put out his knife. And he's like, what's going on? Why my power's not working? And Cisco's like, trust me, I'll fix it. I promise you I'm going to fix it. And he said, I'm kind of hungry. And Cisco said, okay, you could go and get some donut, get some stuff to eat. And then he went to Caitlin. He's asked Caitlin, what's going on? Why is power not working? And Caitlin said the reason why his power is not working because he's getting old. And he was like, oh my God, I can't tell him that. I'll never see Gypsy and Caitlin said, you better tell him the truth. Then we go to Marlise, and she was drinking a cup and it fell on the floor, and she saw some white thing in the cup, and she realized that her beloved, aka Becky, aka Izzy, aka DeVoe, she is drugging her. So then we go to the next scene where Joe, Cisco, and everybody's at Star Lab, and they're trying to find out where the girl is, but she has several aliases, and they got to figure out where she is. And so, as usual, Harry put the thing on, the what do you call it, the head thing on to figure out where the girl is, and he pressed the toggle where she is, and Ralph didn't realize where she was, and he showed up at her door, knocked on it, door 23, apartment 23, and I realized that his crooked friend, the Irish guy or from last time he spoke to him, and then he morphed into Joe, and he was like, tell me where she is, and he didn't want to tell her, and then he's like, tell me where she is, I know you know where she is, and then he bumped on the table, and some red stuff, some yellow thing come out, green diamond came out, and they knew that she knew where she was. And then we look up in the sky, and she fell down, and she put her hands on poor Barry, and now Barry's floating like a crazy person. So then we go to the next scene where my sweet Iris was like, baby, are you okay? No. First, before that, we go to the next scene where Marlise is now, we go to the next scene where Iris is like, are you okay, baby? Because Barry's floating up in the sky, and he was like, I just want to get down, and Harry put the hat on and said, don't worry about it, like 3, 4, 1, you're going to fall to the floor. And as usual, Ralph Bibney is cracking a bunch of jokes because he don't take nothing seriously. And Barry's frustrated. It's like, you got to stop making jokes. You know, if you were paying attention back there, I could have put a cuff on a girl instead of me, you know, I could have been flown away to the stratosphere, gone away, float away, and we could have got a girl if you were paying attention and stop pretending to be Joe. I'm sick of this shit, so I'm going to bench your dumbass Ralph Bibney. And as usual, Ralph Bibney get all upset. I don't care. Go back to the basement, Ralph Bibney. I'm just so sick of him. So then we go to Marlise, and she's realizing that her precious love drugged her, and she's pissed about it. So we go to Cisco and Caitlin, and Caitlin telling Cisco, you have to tell him the truth. And then Breacher came, and Cisco gave him some pills, and then his power started working, and he was like, oh, he's so happy about it. Then we go to Iris and Barry is still frustrated of Ralph not getting his shit together, and Ralph is like, Barry's like, he's not using his power, and he's not like me, and Iris like, he's not like you. You know, Barry said, I don't think he cares about losing his life, and Iris said he does, but Barry said he's not thinking at me, and Iris said thinking like you. And Iris said, you can't expect him to think like you. And then the thing went off, the alarm went off, and they said, we got leads on the meta. And then Barry showed up there, and she basically told Barry, I didn't realize that you was going to show up, but basically she had a backup plan. And then Barry see a car floating up and down the sky with a guy in it. So Barry, she said, what you going to do, save the guy, or are you going to take me to jail? So Barry, of course, being a great guy, he is save the guy. So then we go to Star Lab, and Barry is frustrated, and Harry wants to break this shit because he's like, this shit is not working. I can't believe I can't find Ralph Bibney, I'm not Ralph Bibney. I can't believe I find DeVoe, and DeVoe must be smarter than me. And he's like, it's been a year, we can't find DeVoe. Barry's frustrated. And so Iris, as usual, my love, have to talk to her man to calm him down and get him together. And so realize that, listen, when you went out today, Ralph Bibney was really helping, and he was making some good point. And Barry said, you know what, we need to find DeVoe, and I can't take a chance with him because he's not paying attention. So then Barry's like, well, what are we supposed to do? Because he's frustrated. And Iris said he cracked jokes, but he was really helping us today. So then we go back to Cisco, and Cisco touched a pill, and he got a vibe that Breacher went to kill the vampire. So then basically Cisco had to show up there to help him, and Cisco's like, I'm sorry to tell you that you're getting old, your power's gone, and he's pitched, and he briefed, and he's like, I hate you, and Cisco's all depressed and sad, because now he thinks he's not going to see his girlfriend anymore. And then we go to that bitch Marlise, and she's crying all upset, like, oh my God, I can't believe my beloved, aka Izzy, aka she, aka DeVoe did this to me. And he was like, how could you, and she started crying and said, how could you do this to me? And she's like, I knew when this happened that your love for me is going to be gone. And who gives a shit? And she basically injected her with something, and she got knocked out. And then we went to Ralph Bibney, and Barry talked to him. And Ralph Bibney told him that, the reason why he's like this, when he's 10 years old, his father walked out on them, and so left his mom by herself, and he was devastated. So he basically used joke as the excuse to ease his pain and when he's scared. So then they got another link to the girl, and she's at this ball, and she's about to rob a bunch of people because she went to this gala, I guess, with a bunch of rich people there. And so then she touched this lady because this lady refused to give her thing, and so she touched a lady, and she touched a lady because the lady refused to give her jewelry. Barry showed up, and she basically sent Barry floating into the sky, and Barry was like, oh my God, what we gonna do? So Ralph Bibney tried to stretch his hand up to Barry to catch him, but he couldn't catch him. So basically, couldn't catch him. So Barry said, Ralph, do what you always do. And basically, Ralph Bibney blows something. Barry's falling down. He turned into this balloon, and Barry fell to the floor, and he saved Barry. Thank God. Ralph Bibney was useless as usual. He needs somebody to talk him into it as usual. Anyway, we go back to Star Labs, and then Barry, Joe said he has to leave. We haven't seen Joe a lot this time. And he said to Ralph Bibney, why this guy think that I came and threatened him? Ralph Bibney was like, I have no idea. And then Barry was laughing. And then Barry told Ralph Bibney that the team can't do it. That's bullshit. The team can do it without Ralph Bibney, because Ralph Bibney is a joke. Then we go to Breacher and Cisco, and he breached it, and he told Cisco that he's retired, and Cisco should work with his daughter, and they should be a team. They'll be a good team. So I wonder if Cisco's going to leave Star Lab. I doubt it. So then we go to Marlise and her loving husband, and basically her body's going, they repeat what happened before. Our body's going useless. She's losing her power again, and she need a new body. And Marlise told her, give her a week, and she promised her she'll get a new body. And they kiss. And then we go to Wells is losing his mind, and he went to the private place, and he opened the door, and he said, put the hat on something, and then we saw Gideon, and he said, Gideon, and Gideon said, welcome, Dr. Wells. It's been 100 or something days I haven't seen you. And then it finished, guys. That was the review of The Flash. Oh my God, what the hell is going on, Harry? And here's my slight rant. Get rid of Ralph Bibney. Bring back Wally West. I am sick of Ralph Bibney. Why are you guys benching Caitlin for Ralph Bibney, guys? I'm just done with this.